I am Pragya, and I bring to you excerpts from the current issue of Outlook titled Trapped, that looks at two cover stories. One, where poor migrant workers trapped in a tunnel make it alive after 17 traumatic days. The other, for the Palestinians trapped in Gaza, the ceasefire may be short lived before the next round of attacks by Israel. The other cover has illustration of the olive tree, a symbol of Palestinian culture and resilience. The Palestinian poet in exile, Mahmoud Darwish, has always used olive tree in his poetry. Lines from his poem, The Second Olive Tree, reads, "The portrait for the olive tree is neither green nor silver. The olive tree is the color of peace, if peace needed a color." Over 1 million olive trees have been uprooted by the settlers in occupied Palestine since 1967 to build new settlements, according to Haaretz newspaper and other agencies. The Seeds of the Past by A. Faizur Rahman, Secretary General of the Islamic Forum for the Promotion of Moderate Thought. An overlooked aspect of the horrific October 7th attack by Hamas is that it provided Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, the pretext he needed to fulfill his dream of occupying the entire Palestine. On December 30th, 2022, Netanyahu dismissed the right of the Palestinians to establish their own independent state by declaring that the Jewish people have an exclusive and unquestionable right to all areas of the land of Israel, and therefore his government will promote and develop settlements in those regions. Then, at the UN General Assembly on September 22nd, just 15 days before the Hamas attack, he mocked all UN resolutions favoring an independent Palestine by holding aloft a map of Israel, which included all Palestinian territories, including Gaza and the West Bank. Confirmation of Netanyahu's determination to carry out his cartographic threat came on October 9th, when he warned that Israel's response to Hamas will change the Middle East. By October 12th, a whopping 6,000 bombs had been dropped on Gaza, killing thousands of civilians, including a large number of children, and displacing over 1 million. The brutally disproportionate response sparked huge protests across the globe. But despite their peaceful nature, several European nations banned them. In France, the land of liberty, equality, and fraternity, a legal challenge to the ban failed when a court upheld it, citing the serious risk of disturbing public order amid heightened tension linked to the events in the Gaza Strip, with a rise in anti-Semitic acts in France. Germany, too, disallowed many rallies to stop public disorder and prevent public anti-Semitism. In the UK, Home Secretary Suella Braverman, who was sacked subsequently, described the protesters as hate marchers and accused the Metropolitan Police of bias following its refusal to ban the November 11th pro-Palestine rally in London. The rally, however, was peaceful and turned out to be one of the biggest non-violent demonstrations in British history, with nearly 800,000 joining it to condemn Israel's bombing of Gaza. The attempts to smother peaceful protests in the name of preventing anti-Semitism is not just unjustified, they mask a form of Palestinophobia never seen before, a fact confirmed by the consistent refusal of the West to call for a ceasefire, as a result of which nearly 15,000 innocent Palestinians, including at least 6,000 children, have been brutally massacred, and almost the entire population of Gaza forcibly displaced. There appears to be a refusal on the part of the West to understand that support for Palestine does not amount to backing Hamas. For this and more, read the current issue of Outlook.